Well, in March last year, searches for the term "what is depression" reached their highest peak in more than a decade as Australians grappled with the aftermath of bushfires and then the beginning of COVID-19 lockdowns. Google has now launched a new online tool which allows anyone in Australia who searches depression or related terms to view trusted information, access crisis support and opt to take a 9-question self-assessment. Well, joining me live now is Rachel Bowes, the Head of Crisis Services at Lifeline Australia. Rachel, thanks for your time this morning. So how will that questionnaire be used?
Well, the questionnaire will be used by anyone who chooses to use it, who is searching for symptoms of depression or seeking help for depression online. So usually at the moment when you search, "Am I depressed?" or look for depressive symptoms, you'll get some trusted resources that pop up. We've worked with Google over a few years to make sure that the things that pop up first are sending people in the right direction. And this is really an addition to that. So when you search, "Am I depressed?" the first thing that pops up is a little information box, and then the opportunity to take this self-assessment tool to see, I guess, to give you as an individual a better insight into the presence and extent of any depression that you might have, and then direct you in the right way to seek help.
Okay, and so how would it do that? How would it direct in the right way?
So the 9 questions that you referred to, and I should say that this is a really well-used, clinically validated tool. It's not something that Google and Lifeline and the Black Dog have created. It's a well-established clinical tool that GPs and mental health professionals already use. And it has 9 questions, and they really are testing for the absence or presence of some of the most common depressive symptoms, and then to test the severity of those over a period of time. So it will ask you, have you been feeling, teary or emotional or sad? If yes, how many times has that happened over the last 2-week period? And it does that for the most common symptoms, and it then translates that into a score. And depending on your score, it will say your score indicates a mild level of depression. You should just watch and wait and monitor your symptoms, or a more serious level of depression, which indicates that you should be going to speak to your GP.
Right, so it kind of acts as a bridge, does it, for someone to find out, whether they actually have depression or not, rather than getting on the phone and calling Lifeline.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an either or. So I guess what we want to do, we know that most people, the first place, if they're going to seek help, and unfortunately a lot of people don't, but if they're going to seek help, for most people now, they go online to do that. So what we really want to make sure is if people do go online, that the first bits of information they get are trusted and valid and safe. So that tool will help someone understand if they might have depression and what to do about that. And underneath the tool, there's then a line that said, if you want to speak to someone, please call Lifeline, or if you want further information, head over to Black Dog. So we're trying to make sure that whether people choose to look online or they want to call someone or go to another website, that they're always going to a place that can help them.